Hello, and welcome to a demonstration of Arcadia's SNOWboard. SNOWboard is the analytical dashboard that processes all of the information that comes back from snow agents. This enables Arcadia hunters and Arcadia customers to gain insights into the overall health of a network and to identify and mitigate threats that are involved. As you can see, a very simple login combined with two-factor authentication gives both hunters and customers some security when accessing the information. This is an overall map of all of the networks that are available to a particular customer or to Arcadia hunters. And by clicking on any one of them, we'll show all of the open investigations that are currently assigned to that particular network. Investigations are triggered by receiving data from snow agents and then analyzing it to determine whether there is a threat or not. And as these threats are identified, they automatically show up in SNOWboard so that hunters and customers can identify what is going on, when it happened, and how to mitigate that threat. Now, along with all of the abilities that hunters and customers have to identify investigations as they come in, there's also the ability to establish rules to determine how to handle future investigations that might match the same patterns or the same indicators of compromise. In SNOWboard, these are called clustering rules, and clustering rules are very powerful tree-based rules that can be developed in order to ensure that any false positives in the future are automatically hidden from view, and that any additional threats, if there's something that's identified maybe by hash or behavior, that those threats are automatically put together so that they can be analyzed as a group. Each investigation in SNOWboard is made up of leads. These leads contain all the information that are going to tell the Arcadia hunters and customers why a particular investigation was open and what information is valuable to analyze in order to make a determination whether the threat is real or whether there might be a false positive. SNOWboard also tracks a number of pieces of information, including processes, services, driver collections, and others in what's called the object database. By drilling down into a particular file or process in the object database, this gives the hunter a viewpoint into how often that process has been executed across all machines in a network, as well as any time that that particular process or object has been used. This is extremely powerful as it enables an overall network view of single events. Another way that Arcadia hunters will investigate threats on a customer network is to look at particular hosts that are exhibiting suspicious behavior or who are involved in investigations. By drilling down into the host view, hunters can take a look at the processes, services, things that are started automatically on boot up, as well as drilling down into particular binaries that are executing on that particular machine. Hunters have the ability to drill down into these binaries and also take a look at how unique they are and to hotlink them to VirusTotal results that might be present, which can assist the hunter in determining whether this has been seen by networks outside of the Arcadia network. As you can see, code signing certificates are also parsed and extracted using Snow, and this can be very useful to determine the authenticity of a particular binary. Once a hunter has identified that there's a threat that needs to be mitigated on a particular machine, further action can be taken by directly interacting with the machine where the threat resides. This includes taking memory snapshots, reading process memory, suspending threads, retrieving files, or a number of other functions that you can see here. By being able to do this, this enables the hunter to take a much deeper view of exactly what the threat is and how it is executing on the end machine. Now let's observe what happens when an executable that's disguised as a PDF is executed on a victim machine. SNOWboard immediately brings to attention to the hunters that an executable hiding as a document has been executed, and as well on the same host we see that 27 suspicious threads were found. The hunter will drill down into this investigation to investigate what is going on. We can see immediately that the PDF also is carrying the .exe file extension, which is extremely suspicious. The hunter will begin investigating all the information that is present in the leads, including using a powerful timelining feature that enables the hunter to look at the event stream that led up to the suspicious event taking place, as well as being able to investigate after the suspicious event took place. This enables the hunter to determine any Preconditions such as Internet Explorer running and visiting a particular website, and then looking at any files that might have been dropped or additional processes that were started. The hunter will go through the process of investigating this particular threat, including being able to go and retrieve the file itself for analysis, or by looking at the memory map of the actual process that is executing. The memory map is going to tell the hunter exactly where any of the suspicious code is executing, or any other things that might be running in memory that are important to investigate. By examining the memory map once it's retrieved, the hunter is able to quickly scan through and look for areas that might be suspicious. The yellow lines, the highlighted areas that SNOWboard provides, is telling the hunter certain regions in memory that look suspicious based on their access rights. Here we see executable read-write memory, which would indicate potentially that there is shellcode or a region of memory that has been executed that has malicious code. Information can be pulled down, including memory dumps, to load into other tools such as IDA Pro or Volatility, and the hunter also has the ability to inspect the file itself. SNOWboard was built with collaboration in mind. Hunters can leave messages for one another and keep a running log of all activities that were performed and actions that were taken. This can enable teams to collaborate and work together on investigations.